a nice kind of monster to start the day. Hello! John aka Chicken Fillets here. Now recently I was a very lucky boy and I won myself £10 on a nice little lottery scratch card. Now this got me thinking, well, what brand new JRPGs can I get for my 10 whole British sterling? So with this in mind, I thought I'd share with you 10 JRPGs that are super cheap. Now usually when I do these sort of style of videos, I usually look at pre-owned games, but I thought I'd look at brand new games. So for today's entries, all the prices were checked on The Game Collection. Now The Game Collection is a UK based online retailer, which is probably one of the best UK game retailers out there. And no, this is not sponsored, by the way. I mean, if they want to, you know where I am. Now before we get cracking on, if you like JRPGs and you like hearing a wee Scottish guy talk about them, well, please consider subscribing to the channel. Anyway, let's have a look. Final Fantasy Type 0, the remaster of the PSP Japan exclusive title. The game was released in 2015 on PS4, Xbox One and later released on Steam. Now you can pick up this action JRPG for £8.95 brand new. Now this game focuses on Class 0, students from a military academy who are fighting against the Empire. It has action-based combat where different characters have different strengths and skills. Now this Final Fantasy is considered pretty dark compared to the rest of the Final Fantasy series. Now I remember when this game first released and most people bought it for the Final Fantasy 15 demo, which I was one of them. However, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD is a fun but dark game. I always remember the scene where you see a chocobo get killed and you see the blood going down its face and it's like, how can you do that to a little chocobo? Final Fantasy Type 0 is a cracking spin-off of the Final Fantasy series, and honestly at that price I think you should have a go yourself. Digimon Survive, the visual novel tactical based JRPG from Bandai Namco. Now this was released on Xbox, PlayStation, Windows and Nintendo Switch. Now you can get this title brand new for the Nintendo Switch for £9.95. Now in this Digimon title we focus on a group of students who are out on a historical study with their school and they come across Digimon. Your actions through the visual novel aspect will also alter the game. And as mentioned previous, this is a tactical RPG as well, so there will be tactical based combat. Now it has to be known that this game was in development hell. It kept on getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Now I am a fan of the Digimon series, and although that I've not played this title, it does have an interesting idea behind it. And for me, now that the price of this game has dropped down so low, I could maybe finally pull the trigger on this game. If you've played Digimon Survive, what were your thoughts about the game? Let me know in the comments down below. Scarlet Nexus, the action JRPG from Bandai Namco. It was released back in 2021 for the Xbox, PlayStation and PC. You can pick up this title brand new for the Xbox Series X for £3.95 and on the PS4 for £4.95, which has a free upgrade path to the PlayStation 5. Now in this JRPG you can select which protagonist you want to play as. Now they are recruits of the Others Suppression Force, a team which look to take on extraterrestrial life known as the Others. Now in this action JRPG you will be using psychokinesis as your weapon to fighting these enemies. Scarlet Nexus is an awesome title from Bandai Namco, and it's utterly gorgeous as well. Honestly, I was really surprised though that this title didn't make its way onto the Nintendo Switch. But that aside, this awesome JRPG is cheaper than a price of coffee. I mean, what a deal. Mato Anomalies, the turn-based JRPG which was released on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch and PC. Now you can pick this up physically on the Xbox Series X for £4.95 and on the PlayStation 5 for £5.95. Now we follow a young detective known as Dao, who gets dragged into a mysterious world filled to the brim with monsters. And the game sports turn-based combat. Now, full disclosure, this is a game I've not played yet, but having a look into this, it has a lot of elements which have been linked to the likes of Persona. And if you're looking for a shorter game, the main story is coming in about 25 hours. Now, when I saw the original trailers for this game, I thought it looked awesome, but it's been one I've been sat on the fence for a while. But those prices, you cannot complain, and I may just have to pull the trigger on them. If you have played this game, well, what were your thoughts about it, and should we be spending this money on it? Let me know in the comments down below. Lost Judgment, the sequel to Judgment, the spin-off of the Yakuza series. This title was released on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Amazon Luna, and Google Stadia. Now you can pick this up physically brand new for the Xbox Series X for £7.95. Now in this we're back with Yagami the detective in the midst of another murder mystery. Now this is an action JRPG similar to the likes of the Yakuza games featuring Kiryu. Now with this being made by the same team as Yakuza and being set in that same world, you know what you're in for. You're in for an awesome time. Amazing minigames, and a fantastic story. Like a Dragon / Yakuza series has been firing on all cylinders. And when you can pick up a title this cheap for it, I mean come on, you've got to play it. Neo: The World Ends With You, the sequel to the 2007 DS title. Now this JRPG sequel was released on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch and PC. Now in this we follow our protagonist who has been involved in the Reapers game, and the game sports a action-based combat system. Now opposed to its DS counterpart, this is actually a fully 3D game, and the game utterly oozes with style. Now again, full honesty, this is a title that I have not actually played, but it has been on my list for a while, and it's actually been recommended on this channel before via collaborations. So what I want to know here is, should I finally pull the trigger and pick this game up? Let me know in the comments down below. Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. Now this Final Fantasy spin-off was released on the PlayStation, Xbox and PC. Now you can pick this up brand new for the Xbox Series X for £7.95 or the PlayStation 4 for £9.95. Now bear in mind that the PlayStation 4 has a PS5 upgrade. Now this game focuses on the origins of one of the main villains of the original Final Fantasy, Garland. It sports action-based combat which is similar to the likes of any Souls-like game. Now when this first got revealed, everyone kind of dunked on it because, well, it was ultra cheesy. But once the game finally got released, it grabbed players for its excellent combat and, well, its cheesy storylines as well. Now I recently picked this up on the PlayStation 5 and I'm really looking forward to playing this. Now I have tried the demo out on PlayStation 5, not saying I'm great at it because, well, I'm crap at Souls games, but I am really looking forward to finally getting good. Tales of Symphonia Remastered. Now the remaster of this fan favourite Tales game was released on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation and Xbox. Now in this we follow Lloyd and Colette on their journey to save the world. Now with any Tales game, you fully expect the linear motion battle system to be here. Now you're able to pick up this remaster brand new for £8.95 for the Xbox Series X. Now at a price like this is an affordable entry point into the Tales of series. But it has to be said that Tales of fans have not really been too favourable of the remaster. When this game originally released on the GameCube, it was running at 60 FPS, whereas the remaster runs at a locked 30 FPS, which is a bit baffling. However, this is an affordable entry point for the Tales of Symphonia title, because if you want to go for the original GameCube entry, well, then you're going to have to dig deep for that copy. Soul Hackers 2, the Atlas JRPG, which was released on Xbox, PlayStation and Windows. Now you can pick this up brand new for the PlayStation 4 for £9.95, and it also has a free upgrade path to PlayStation 5. Now in this we follow our protagonist Ringo, who has been brought to the human world to stop the arrival of the main enemy, the Great One. And no, I'm not talking about The Rock from the WWE. Now this Atlas JRPG has turn-based combat. Now Soul Hackers 2, I see a lot of praise from the JRPG community about this game. Whether that's talking about its story, its gameplay or its animation. Now again with this is one I've had on my wish list for a while. Now at £9.95 with a free upgrade as well, it's very, very tempting. Now anything which really comes from Atlas, you know that you will get a quality game from them. Especially when it's linked to the Shin Megami Tensei series. Now if you've played Soul Hackers 2, you know what to do. Let me know in the comments down below if I should pick this one up. Now before we get on to the last pick of this list, well, let's have a look at some honourable mentions. Now with today's honourable mentions, well, let's have a look at some games if you've got a bit more cash to splash. Harvestella, the action JRPG with farming sim elements. You can pick this up brand new for the Nintendo Switch for £19.95. Yes, I meant to say £18.95, yes, I know. Anyway, let's carry on. Now in this action JRPG, we follow a protagonist who gets wrapped up in a sci-fi based adventure. Now look, let's be honest, I've talked about Harvestella so many times in videos, so we'll just get cracking on to the next entry, yeah? Tactics Ogre Reborn, the remaster of the Tactics Ogre game on PSP. Now you can pick this up brand new on the Nintendo Switch for £17.95. Now this is a tactical based RPG which is gorgeous, but be prepared for the grind. Bravely Default 2, the turn-based JRPG from Square Enix, which was released on Nintendo Switch. Now you can pick this up brand new for £19.95. Now in this we follow the 4 Warriors of Light on their quest to regain the crystals. It has turn-based combat which uses job systems. Now if you follow the channel, you'll know that Bravely Default 2 is the game which made me like job systems, because honestly, I'm not a big fan of them. And honestly, seeing it at £19.95 brand new, honestly, what a steal. Now with this all in mind, let's have a look at the final entry. Dragon Quest Builders 2. Now this spin-off of the Dragon Quest series is available on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch and PC. And you can pick this up brand new for the PlayStation 4 for £9.95. Now in this spin-off title, we follow our protagonists who are fighting against the children of Hargon. Now unlike Dragon Quest's turn-based nature, this spin-off is action-based. Now you might look at this game and think, well, this is just a Minecraft clone. Yes, the game does have elements of world building, but there is a linear story path involved with this game as well. Plus the value you are getting with your £9.95, you'll be able to sink so many hours in this, whether you're following the story or just having fun building within this world. And plus, this is Dragon Quest we're talking about. You can expect a world full of charm. And if you're on the fence about it, well, there is demos available to try of this game. So there we have it, 10 JRPGs that are super cheap. Are there any JRPGs I missed out? Well, you know what to do, leave a comment down below. Now, if you like what you're hearing and seeing on this channel, well, please help me grow it by liking, sharing and subscribing. And if you want to be kept up to date with everything Chicken Fillet, well, hit that notification bell. This has been John, aka Chicken Fillet, and until next time, tatty bye.